The first time in forever, we're back.
Haha.
The reason you don't see Tim is because he is streaming.
Yes.
So you see me, you don't see Tim. The reason you don't see Tim is because he's streaming.
Yes. But
After this,
you guys can come watch my beautiful face over on the Tim Arnold Plays YouTube channel and everything else in the world.
he said it. Anyway. Oh, we're forgetting something.
What?
Let's throw the old Jason hat on here.
Oh yeah.
As you see from my name on here. All right. After this long hiatus, which seems like what? Not half a year. We're already in April. Seems like a couple months. We have returned. I was going to say we were back to torture our viewers with sports talk, but there's a lot more than just that.
Oh yeah.
We're not here to torture you guys. You guys watch these streams. You guys love them. Anyway, D-backs winning 5-4, 6-4 over the Marlins. There you go, Tim.
Heck yeah.
Angels Angels will play the Rangers tonight. Giants beat the Phillies. No, Phillies beat the Giants. Never mind. End of the second, score is 1-0 Orioles over the Guardians. Top of the second, Orioles and Tigers, no score. The Yankees Rays game hasn't even started yet. Pre-game show though. Cardinals Mets hasn't started yet. Excuse me. Pirates beat the Nationals 1-0. Mariners beat the Reds 11-7 in 10 innings. Must have been a grand slam or just really good hitting by the Mariners. It has not surprised me one bit. I am actually very scared of the Mariners right now. Yeah. We have an issue on the south side of Chicago. The Athletics beat the White Sox 8-0. Anyway. Friday, April 18th. This weekend is Easter for those who are confused.
Oh.
Like my mother. She was confused. She thought Easter was next weekend, not this weekend. But here we are. And then tomorrow's games, for those who are wondering who's playing tomorrow. It is, you have the San Francisco Giants, not the 49ers. This is baseball we're talking about, not football. Football don't start in April. UFL does, though. I'm pretty excited about that. I think that starts tomorrow, too. Anyway, you got the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Angels. Giants are 13-6. Where did that come from? And then you got the second place LA Angels. 8:05. For those who are wondering what channels these are on, broadcasting networks. NBC Sports Bay Area for Giants fans. FDS and W for Angels. I have no idea about some of these channels, but it's yeah. I'm just going to say that. Then 8:05, you have the Los Angeles Dodgers, the leaders of the Western Division. Sorry, Tim.
Yep.
taking on the boys. My boys since '03, the Texas Rangers, the ALS winners, leaders at the end of or middle of April. Broadcasting networks. I'll actually tell you guys who's pitching. So going back to the Angels and Giants, you have, I think that's Logan Webb. I think. Just give me a first name. It just says the last name. And Tyler Anderson for the Angels. And then you have Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I'm glad I got that right the first time. I don't want to mess up that name. The only reason I know his name is because I recently bought MLB The Show 25. Great game, by the way, folks. If you guys don't have that game, I recommend getting it. It's great for those baseball fans. Yoshinobu Yamamoto taking on Jacob deGrom, his first start of the year. And then at 2:20 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, this is barely when I'm getting out of work tomorrow, you have the Arizona Diamondbacks, there you go, Tim, taking on the Chicago Cubs. Corbin Burns for the Diamondbacks. There you go. You should get a win on that one. And, well, I just looked at his win-loss record. He's not looking too good. Taking on Colin Ray. Broadcasting networks are the Arizona Diamondbacks Network and Marquette Network. Diamondbacks are 12-7. Cubs are 12-9. And Dodgers are 14-6. Rangers are 11-7. Giants are 13-6. Angels are 9-8. Then at 6:40, you have the Kansas City Royals, who are 8-11. God, I feel bad for that team. And the AL Central leading Detroit Tigers, who are 10-8. Cole Ragans and Jackson Jobe are the pitching matchup. I'm going to forget about the team broadcast networks since I have no idea what these are. Anyway, moving on. 6:40 interleague matchup between the Cleveland Guardians, who are 9-8, and the and the 8-12 Pittsburgh Pirates. LL Ortiz facing Carmen Lodzinski. I hope I got that name right. That's the starting pitchers for tomorrow's game between Guards and Pirates. And at 7:15 p.m., at 6:45 for those who are confused, you have the 8-10 Miami Marlins taking on the 11-8 Philadelphia Phillies. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to the National League. That's a Tim question. Tim.
Yeah.
Who is leading the National League East?
I don't know.
Let me find out, because I think it's a. Nope, never mind. Don't even bother. I know.
The
I know who it is.
New York Mets.
Thank you. I just realized that the minute I have to scroll down farther on the screen.
Yeah.
You have the 11-8 Philadelphia Phillies, and like I said, the 8-10 Florida Miami Marlins. And I'm going to call them Florida because they play in Florida. Why did they change that?
I don't know.
Good God. Anyway, enough of me babbling. And the starting pitchers are Sandy Alcantara and Zach Wheeler. The game is in Philadelphia. Then at 5 minutes past 7 o'clock, 7:05, you have the Cincinnati Reds taking on Cincinnati Reds, who were 9-10, taking on the AL East basements, the Baltimore Orioles. We're 7-10. Abbott is pitching for the Reds. I don't know his first name, just has to have your first initial. against Kate Povich. Wow. Then at 7:05, you get the 11-7 New York Yankees taking on the 8-10 Tampa Bay Rays. Carlos Rodon and Drew Rasmussen as the starting pitchers for that matchup. And then you have a battle in Canada. You have the 10-9 Seattle Mariners taking on the 11-8 Toronto Blue Jays. Starting pitchers are Brian Wu and some Blue Jays fans. You have Francis on the mound. I don't know his first name, which, like I said, it just says the last name. Anyway, then you have an NL. Nope, never mind. For a second, I thought the Cardinals were in the NL East, but they're in the NL Central. Then you have the 9-9 St. Louis Cardinals taking on the leaders of the NL East, as Tim just mentioned, the New York Mets at 11-7. Miles Mikolas and David Peterson are the matchups in that one. Oh, God. Then you have the trash game. Remember how we used to do trash bowls?
Aiden.
There's a trash game. Here we go.
Oh, buddy.
Eric, what is up, my bud? Yeah, long time. It's been a long time since we've done this, Eric. We've both been going off doing our own thing for a while, and now we're back. Anyway, we have the trash game, the Battle of the Sox. You have the Chicago White Sox, who are 4-14. You heard that correctly, folks. 4-14.
Wow.
Yes, we are talking baseball here. Taking on the 10-10 Boston Red Sox. Martin Perez pitching for the White Sox. We don't know who is pitching for the Red Sox just yet. Like I said, this is tomorrow. At 7:15, that Red Sox game is at 7:10. Same thing with Cardinals Mets. And Mariners Blue Jays is at 7:07. I don't know why it's at 7:07 or at 7:10. Anyway, moving on. 7:15, quarter after 7. Cole, what's up, buddy? First time we've had Cole on here.
Oh, yeah.
It's 7:15, quarter past 7.
All right, let's do this, guys. Let's just give up completely on doing all of that stuff because completely freaking.
And then at 7:15, you have another trash bowl, apparently. Another trash game. Back-to-back trash games. You have the 7-12 Minnesota Twins taking on these 5-13 Atlanta Braves. Chris Paddock and some guy with the last name of Elder. Cole says he has something for you, Tim.
Oh, okay.
What do you have for Tim there, Cole? It's probably a Diamondbacks hat, if I had to guess.
I don't know.
Who's the Anyway, here we go. And then at 8:10, you have the 15-4 San Diego Padres taking on, I cannot believe I'm seeing this. I really cannot believe I'm seeing this. The 8-10 Houston Astros. I am happier than a pig in crap. I'm happier than a pig in crap that the Astros are 8-10 and not 10-8. I gotta really watch out for them guys.
Wait,
Hard
I thought that 10-8 was better than 8-10.
no,
Oh,
no.
that's football. That's football. Never mind.
8-10 is not even good in football. Be more like 8-9, pretty much.
I don't even know. I'm so confused right now by what the heck's going on.
I'm trying to get rid of this share your referral link part because I can't see the rest of Eric's comment with this thing on my screen. When somebody comments, the comments will move up. The Phoenix Suns got eliminated from the playoffs, and the head coach got fired.
Somehow I'm not surprised by that, but I'm excited.
Wow!
I'm excited the head coach got fired. Now all we need to do is literally get the head coach fired from ASU, and we'll be all good. Basketball, not football. Obviously.
Yeah, Tim, wake up here.
I know
It is 5:17 in the afternoon where you are.
4:17.
Huh?
3-hour time difference.
Okay. You guys have got to stop switching your time zones.
Oh, I know.
Good.
I know.
2 time zones. Yeah. If I could use a time zone that I want to use, it'd be 7:17 in the morning.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the other 8-10 game. There is no 10 o'clock games tomorrow. 0. Thank God. Yeah. Hey, BRG's on the show. Good morning. Morning. See what I mean? I would definitely be using the Australian time zone. Anyway, good evening, BRG. Wow, I'm slow. Anyway, the battle at 8-10. You have the Athletics. They don't have a city name because they took that off because they moved to Sacramento now. Taking on the Athletics are 9-10, by the way. They're going to American Family Field to take on the 10-9 Milwaukee Brewers. There you go, Eric. JT Ginn and Freddie Peralta are the starting pitchers. And then you have one of the worst games on the schedule for tomorrow evening. Trash Bowl 3.0. You have these 7 and 12 Washington Nationals taking on the worst team in Major League Baseball in the month of April, the 3-15 Colorado Rockies. This is in Denver too, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of which, I'm literally going there in 2 months. So yay! But I'm not going there for baseball.
You're going there for baseball?
No, I'm going there because to visit my cousins.
Oh,
I'm not. I said I'm not going there for.
Not
I'm not
going there for
baseball.
Thank God you're not going there for baseball because you wouldn't be really entertained.
I know.
He would not be entertained at all.
No.
Mackenzie Gore and Dollander. I don't know his first name. Don't quote me on that. Is the starting pitchers for Nationals Rockies. That's tomorrow's schedule. For those who didn't chime in or I'm going to give you a hell yeah on that one, Eric. I know I'm crazy. Here we go. For those who are just joining us, I'm going to tell you
Yep.
guys the schedule for today.
Yep.
Pretty much, there is only one game that has not played yet, and that is Angels Rangers.
Yep.
I am so looking forward to the Rangers beating the Angels tonight. I am so looking forward to that.
Obviously, because you're a Texas Rangers fan.
Well, have been for 22 years. Well,
Obviously.
21 and a half. I wouldn't necessarily call 2003 a full year. For me, anyway, being a Rangers fan. Anyway, here we go. I have a very special announcement to make as well after I get done with these games.
Uh-huh.
Diamondbacks beating the Marlins 6-4 today.
Hey!
Tim's really excited after that, even though he's got one more win. You got to get what? 5 more to catch up with San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to worry about Colorado, though. That's a good thing. There's something going wrong in that clubhouse.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Phillies beat the Giants 6-4. I'm going to go to the games that have been finalized. Nationals beat the Pirates 1-0. Nope, Pirates beat the Nationals 1-0. I can't believe we just messed it up again. Mariners beat the Reds 11-7 in 10 innings. And I should not be surprised about this. The Athletics beat the White Sox 8-0. I honestly think the White Sox are trying to tank again this year. For those who don't remember my spiel on the Chicago White Sox, go check out our last podcast Tim and I did way back in February.
Yep.
Feels like way back in February. Could have been last month.
I don't know.
One of those 2 months. All right, the games that are currently in progress. 2-1 in the bottom of inning number 3. Guardians on whoa. As soon as I opened my big mouth, the Orioles scored 3 runs. So it's 4-2 Orioles in the bottom of the 3rd. With 2 outs in that game. Royals and Tigers. No score in the bottom of inning number 3. Running around first with 1 out. Top of the 2nd, 1-0 Yankees over the Rays at George Steinbrenner Field.
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts and prayers still going out for those people affected by Hurricane Milton.
All the prayers and everything go out to them.
Which are still rebuilding on Tropicana Field. I've seen on Facebook or social media in general that field will be ready by 2026. I would laugh if they go there for 1 year and then build a new stadium.
Yeah.
I would laugh if that happened. So Yankees on top of the Rays 1-0. Game just started in Queens. No score, obviously, in bottom of the inning number 1. That's for all the games that have already in progress. Come on. Excuse me. And the only ones that have not played are Angels Rangers.
Yeah.
Everybody else has played.
Mm-hmm.
So, the big announcement that needs to be made. Yeah, boy. Storm Chaser Champ or Pies or Champ is going May 6th is going to Fenway Park to watch the Texas Rangers take on the Boston Red Sox.
Ho!
2 Tuesdays from this coming Tuesday. So that ought to be fun. So the second time going to Fenway. I went last August to see the Red Sox walk off on the Rangers last time.
Do you think you're going to stream that game or no?
Nope. There's no way.
Okay.
I could if I had my portable charger on me. My
Yeah.
phone likes to die awfully quickly. So either I charge my phone on the way down and stream it, or we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. Or I'll just video it, and then when the game's over, when we get back into the vehicle on our way back, I'll throw it on the channel. So
yeah. It's got to be a long drive for you guys, doesn't it? Isn't it?
It's about 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
I live in Upper New England. For those who, are crazily wondering where I am. I am in New England. So it's not that far from where I am to Boston. Hopefully it doesn't rain that day. It didn't rain last time we went. It was actually gorgeous last time we went. Or last time I went to Fenway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We are not ending the podcast right now.
Nope.
But we might in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Not gonna be a long podcast today, folks.
Yeah.
This is our first podcast in a while, so
yeah,
we're gonna take baby steps.
Yes.
Anyway. Oops. What did I just do? What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Oh. I went back to the top of the screen. I went back to the homepage. That's what I did. Doi to doi. All right. We're going to go off topic here for half a second, or half a minute, rather. And I am going to say this. Thoughts and prayers are going out right now for the people who are currently dealing with severe weather.
Yep.
I.e., severe thunderstorms and tornadoes.
Yep.
Thoughts and prayers are for you, and hopefully we don't see any tornadoes tonight.
Yep.
But you never know.
Yep.
I haven't looked at the radar lately, so if there are tornadoes or spinners as I call them, because they spin, obviously. Thoughts and prayers go out with you guys, and hopefully everything turns out to be okay. Everything will turn out to be okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, back on topic. We're going to talk for a few minutes because basketball playoffs are here. NBA playoffs are here. No offense, Tim. I'm sorry that your team couldn't make it.
Yeah, I know.
As Cole already mentioned. Anyway. We are going to... Okay, here we go. The East round. There's 2 East round games. And I have April 19th. So this is Saturday. We're going to jump 48 hours, folks. This is this coming weekend, April 19th. Obviously, because today's the 17th. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. This weekend is WrestleMania 41 live from Las Vegas, Nevada.
I knew he was going to say that. You probably just scared the crap out of your mother.
No.
Just kidding. Anyway, April 19th games for NBA. Is that Easter or is that Saturday, Tim?
I think it's both Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, that'd be nice. I might catch it. I might catch the Sunday version or the Saturday version.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, April 19th games. We have two. This is NBA. We have two East first round games and one West round game. Never mind. We have two of each. I forgot to scroll down like an idiot.
That's what she
The
said.
first East round first game. East first round game. There. Jeez up. Somebody tells me I need a coffee.
Yeah.
But man, it's 7:31 at night. 7:32. So if you have coffee, you're going to be up all night. Which is why I'm dealing with a Propel and a purified drinking water. Anyway, the first East first round game, 1 o'clock. You have the 5th seeded Milwaukee Bucks. There you go, Eric. Taking on the 4th seeded Indiana Pacers. That game's at ESPN on Saturday afternoon. Then the first West first round game. You have the 5th seeded LA Clippers taking on the 4th seeded Denver Nuggets. Now I recently found out why they call the Denver Nuggets the Denver Nuggets. Wow, I'm slow. And then the second East first round game. This one, that's 6. The first West round game, West first round game is at 3:30. This one's at 6. The East first round game 1, East second. You have the 6th seeded Detroit Pistons. What? What? What do you say, Sonny? I was doing that to myself, Tim.
Yeah. I know.
The 6th seeded Detroit Pistons, who were the worst team in the NBA last year or the year prior, taking on the 3rd seeded New York Knicks.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. The Knicks are probably going to blow them out of the water.
Yep.
In the second West first round game 1 game, you have the 6th seeded Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the 3rd seed LA Lakers. We're going to jump to Sunday, folks, because I am really stoked to see what's going on. Here we go. We're going to go to Sunday because, not all the games are posted on Saturday. So here we go for Sunday. This is Easter Sunday.
Yep.
3:30 on ABC. East first round, game 1. You have the 7th seeded Orlando Magic taking on the 2 seed, the reigning champs, the 2 seeded Boston Celtics. Let's go. I'm going to go see if I can find my Celtics hat. They probably already know where it is because it's right in front of my face. Let's go, folks. Let's go. And then the West first round, game 1. Okay. Okay, West first round, game 1. Oh, Hold on a minute. I'm having a massive brain cramp here. So we have. Sorry, folks. I'm losing my brain today. Let me get through whatever it says out my nose here. Anyway, I just had to tickle my nose. I'm not going to sneeze on podcast. So this is tomorrow night. The SoFi play-in tournament. The winners of these earn the 8 seed. You have the 10th seeded Miami Heat. The loser goes home. The 10th seeded Miami Heat taking on the 8th seeded Atlanta Hawks. Like I said, the loser goes home. Just because the Hawks are 8 seed does not mean they're going to earn it. You got to play and earn it. You got to win to earn it. I might actually watch that game tomorrow night. In the SoFi play-in tournament on the west side. Like I said, loser goes home. You have the 10th seeded Dallas Mavericks. The runners-up from a year ago. Taking on the 8th seeded Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to write that down so I don't mess it up. I'm going to write all this down so that way I don't louse it up. Because I have a tendency of doing that. I got a pen here. 10 seed Miami Heat and 8 seed Atlanta. That's the East. West, 10th seeded Dallas, and 8 seeded Memphis. There we go. We are there like pants on a square. Like pants on SpongeBob. Which is streaming on Paramount Plus for those guys who have little ones who love SpongeBob. Or for those who love SpongeBob in general, it is streaming on Paramount Plus.
Yes.
And then also on Nickelodeon for those who have cable. So bad for you people who have cable, though.
Oh. And also for streaming for free on Pluto TV.
What, SpongeBob?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, sometimes
I go Paramount Plus. I go Paramount Plus. I get every single episode.
Yeah.
And every single episode with minimal ads, I think. Minimal or no ads. Anyway. So those are the playing games. So we're going to go back to Sunday. Come on. We're going to go back to Sunday. Now I know why there's TBD, to be determined, for the Thunder and the Cavaliers. Here we go. The West first round game. The winner of Dallas, Memphis will travel to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma to take on the 1-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. That is a scary thought. I cannot believe those words came out of my mouth.
Well, I think I know the kind of outcome of that. Well, I kind of think I know the outcome of that game.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be the Thunder.
Yeah.
The Thunder are probably going to win the series.
Yeah.
But, hey, you never know. You never know. So the winner of Dallas, Memphis will take on Oklahoma City. That's West first round game 1. The first East first round game is Magic Celtics. Then the second East first round game 1. You have the winner of Miami, Atlanta, traveling to Cleveland, Ohio to take on the 1-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't think Cleveland has been 1 seed since LeBron James was there. But who's to know? And then you have the West first round, the second game at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, I said that right. You got that. Yeah. You tell the tell the governor of Arizona, Tim, that they need to stop switching time zones.
Yeah.
First, you're on Mountain, then you're on Pacific. Mountain Pacific, Mountain Pacific, Mountain Pacific. Make up your mind.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, we all know. Are you on Pacific time for 9 months out of the year?
I think so. I don't know.
That's why. That's why. I think you're on. I think where you live is on the line of Pacific Mountain.
Yeah.
I think where you are right now is on the line. Then you have the 9:30 game. It's this Easter Sunday. You have the 7th seeded Golden State Warriors taking on the 2 seeded Houston Rockets. Okay. Why am I seeing all these first time people? First it's Saturday with freaking Detroit. Now it's Sunday with Houston. Here we go. We're going to go to Monday because, I just feel like it. Excuse me. You only have 2 games the day after Easter.
Yeah.
It is East first round game 2 between Detroit and New York. Pistons Knicks. And then game 2 between Los Angeles Clippers and Nuggets. But we're going to back out of the NBA app because we just skipped through to Monday, so I don't want to confuse anybody here.
Yeah.
NHL. Where are we at with that?
Who knows?
Hey! Since the last time we did a podcast, there was a new NHL scoring leader. Congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin. He has passed Wayne Gretzky on the all-time goals list. Congratulations. For a guy who was very emotional when the Washington Capitals won the Stanley Cup back in 2018, he's done it again. Congratulations, Alexander Ovechkin. You're great. You are now considered the greatest goal scorer of all time, even though people have debated between him and Mario Lemieux, which is weird. That shouldn't be a contest. But anyway, enough of my babbling. Let's go to the NHL. When is the playoffs for the NHL? That is what baffles me. I can find that out, though.
I literally can't even believe that the Coyotes gave up Phoenix and moved up to Salt Lake City. That's crazy.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
No offense, but I honestly did not think the Coyotes were going to stay in Arizona.
Yeah, true.
After you see that market they were playing with?
Yeah.
Anyway. Hey, Tim, I need you to do me a solid.
What's up?
I need you to look up when the NHL playoffs start.
Gotcha.
While he's streaming. I know. People who are watching his stream are probably thinking, why are you taking so many breaks?
That's okay. Not really many people are watching my streams anyway, so.
Not a lot. We just hit zero here.
They start tomorrow.
Tomorrow
with the Blues and the Jets kicking it off at 3:00, and then you got the Avalanche and the Stars kicking it off at 5:30.
Whoa! Did you just say the Avalanche and the Stars?
Yes.
That's gonna be a heck of a series. It's gonna be a heck of a series. So today is the final game of the regular season for the National Hockey League.
Yep, the Flames and the Kings, which I have no idea which 2 cities those are because I don't keep up with hockey.
What team are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Flames and the Kings.
Flames and the LA Kings, yeah.
That explains it.
Wow,
I don't care. I don't
I'm just giving you a hard time, Tim.
Okay.
We haven't done a podcast in 2 months.
Yeah.
yeah, he said. Yeah. What? So you said, what was the first game you said?
Crap, I wanted to get back.
Did you
Hold
exit
on.
out of the screen?
Yes.
Let's go, Tim.
No, I didn't. It's the Blues and the Jets tomorrow at 3:00.
My TV's being slow. When is it? Because I'm not doing the NHL app for my phone because I don't want it to kick me off the podcast. The whole thing all over again.
Understandable.
That has happened before.
That's what she said.
Somehow I knew that was coming. That's what she said.
Really?
Aye. Guys, what are we going to do with Tim over here, huh? So the second game was Avalanche and Stars, you said, right?
Yeah.
Third game was Flames and Kings. So here's the plan for Tuesday's podcast. We're going to go live Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific. 10 a.m. where I am, 7 a.m. where Tim is.
Yes.
So, and then we're going to talk hockey. It's hockey playoff start tomorrow. Not only that, we're going to talk about basketball playoffs as well. So, and baseball. We're going to be talking baseball in there too. So 3 sports. Basically, like tonight, we're going to talk 3 sports.
Yep.
Well, that is your podcast for today, April 17th. I said 21st. 17th.
Absolutely. Yep.
For Tim Arnold, I am Storm Chaser Champ saying,
oh, yeah.
We will see you guys on Tuesday, April 22nd.
Oh, absolutely.
10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
See you later, everybody. Peace out, everybody.
We will see you folks then.
Later.